Virtual vibe sanity is what we're hoping for.
Hello VR fans, welcome to another riveting adventure in virtual reality with me, the Brain Man. Every week I review some kind of virtual reality experience or game, and I also try and share a few tips and tricks on how to get more out of your VR kit, no matter which rig you might have. So without further ado, let us go from reality to virtual reality, where we are going to get ourselves stuck into a boxing game to rival, if not beat, all other boxing games. It's called Creed. Now, I've had a little look around so as I can make sure that I familiarise myself with how things work in that game. And I'm delighted to report that this game does not use any kind of teleportation. It uses an arm swinging movement mechanic, both in training and in the fights. But anyway, let's get stuck straight into the action. Time for a bit of chop chop. Okay, press any button to calibrate. Calibrate. Okay, I think we should carry on with my career. I've got a couple of fights in, and I believe that what you have to do is do a little bit of training to show that you're in good shape from the last time. Front Street Gym, 1 month before the Conlon fight. So, that arrow's over my trainer. You might get a bit of a surprise when you see him. There's all the equipment around about the place. So first impressions, like, this feels like a real gym. It feels like what you'd expect in a thing, you know, when there are bouts, you're going to need chairs for people. Here's, this is called the fly ball. Nice. So, just immediately to make some comparisons, this is how you move around. Hold the thumb buttons, button 1, and swing your arms like you're walking. Reacts to your head too. Not quite as effective. But yeah, compared to other boxing games, I'm not going to name any names, not intentionally. But this, it feels more realistic. It feels like, you know, this really is a boxing gym. You know, it wouldn't be polished. It wouldn't be neat and tidy. It would have a rubbish floor. It would have, you know, poorly painted, whitewashed walls. You know, it's got all these characters who are no doubt real boxers. I'm not really into boxing, so I don't know who's who. But yeah, this is good. False affordance-wise, there's a few bits and bobs around that you would have thought you might be able to interact with, but you can't. The things that you can interact with have been delineated with these little zones, these little blue zones. This one here, the reaction bag, as you can see from this icon here, it presents targets in different places on the bag, and you have to hit them fast. So hopefully I'll be able to demonstrate. So I find just looking in the mirror and using peripheral vision to work out where to punch is the best thing. Nice that they alternate, so you can start. So look, so I've played ones before where you just have to hit it over and over again, but having it move around, it reminds me of reaction testing, like movement reaction testing equipment, which requires a frame that's very expensive to hire. And it's got lights appear on it in the real life. I've done it for a couple of jobs. I've done it for a couple of jobs, and I found that it was great fun, but it costs thousands of pounds to hire that stuff, and then you get really tired and you can't do it anymore. Whereas here, I can just come back again and again and do it. Dodge double bag, this is great, because there's two things you have to do. Punch a bag without missing, which is much easier with this than in real life, but then dodge when the ball glows red. So you also want to make sure that you don't get smacked in the head. And it kind of pauses when at the backswing to give you a chance to react, which is kind of nice. Oops. Oh. So not the best example, but not bad. So here's combo dummy. Right, get away from the real life walls. Here we are, now I can move around freely. So look, anyone who's got good boxing skills will probably hate the way I box, but I don't care. Pretty good, huh? So look, but basically all of these are fun. Like all of these have been developed. Focus dummy. I think they've been developed quite well to sort of give you a challenge, a physical and mental challenge. And I believe you get scored according to how quickly and how hard you punch. Okay, and I think this is a focus bag, flurry bag, where you just go crazy in one place. I've seen people doing this in my local gym. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whew, okay, one more. Then we'll go and see the trainer. Oh yeah, this is treadmill. Go. Surprisingly good workout. What? I have to keep going? I thought I did 9 out of 9. So full 180-degree arc swings seem to be the ones that keep it on the green. Keep it at full max. My God, it goes on forever. 400 meters. Oh, this is ridiculous. I can't do this forever. Look, I've got other things to do. All right. Directional double bag. Punch the bag into targets before they disappear. All right. Just about. Whew, okay. And look who it is. Hi.
Hey, you don't look so good. You know, if you want to take the day off, you know we can always...
How dare you?
No, just give me a second. Man, my head. What happened last night?
Donnie, I don't know what the hell got into you, but you can't act like this and be around me. I know you've been fighting your whole life, but keep that nonsense in the ring. Don't bother calling me back.
I lost my girlfriend. Are you following me around the room?
Dude.
You following me around? Find out what happened? Oh, okay. So there's a whole story attached to the career of Creed. What happened last night? Did I get drunk? Did I get knocked out? Whoa.
Can't touch this.
Bosh. Street fight?
Wait for an opening.
I'm a professional boxer, dude.
Keep landing hits like that. Got it. Time to finish it. That's it, got it.
1, 2, 3.
Don't let up. Good. Ain't letting him hit me. One punch at a time. Hell yeah. I gotta hit harder than that. You felt that. Wait for an opening.
See you later. Oh, no crowd. No crowd to show off in front of. Wow, I've never had a street fight before. How exciting. So how did my girlfriend hear about my street fighting activities against the muscle-bound security guard? 2 weeks before the Conlon fight. Uh-oh. Okay, this time I'll speak to Sly first. Hi. Sup,
Before you
Holmes?
step in the ring, I'm going to make sure you're in the best shape you ever been in.
Yeah.
You want to train. Right?
Yeah, okay. So you want me to... All right.
This is Conlon's last fight before he heads off to prison for 7 years, so...
Oh, here comes the music. Oh. What am I looking at here? It's pretty fast. Oh, I have to duck the other way. What's going on? Ooh. I can't get to it without hitting the wall, you bugger. Dodge. Ugh. Whew.
This is it, Donnie. If you got this, you know
Yeah.
you can't do.
I got this, man. I got this. Come on, let's do it. What's next? Come on, I want to go and have a fight. Yeah, let's have a fight. Okay, people. I'm sweating. I need water. Always have it to hand. Water, tea. Use your space. Move around. Try not to sweat from your forehead. It's very hard when boxing. So I should probably be in my pants, but I don't think you lot would enjoy that. And it's addictive. So do no more than half an hour daily or every other day for an hour. Otherwise, I swear to God, Whoa, look at the size of this stadium. Yes, I'll see you after. Yes. That's me. That's me. Yes, Rocky. Yes, Rocky. You ready for some fighting? You all ready for some fighting? Yeah? Look at this crowd. There must be, what, 20,000 people? No, 20,000 people just in the bleachers. 50,000. I have never fought in front of 50,000. Let's take a look at you.
The fight is about to begin!
Don't know about you. I think this guy looks weak. I think this guy looks weak.
Let's keep this above the belt
Yeah?
and inside the ring. Ready? The
Yeah?
fight starts
You want
as soon
some?
as you touch
You want
gloves.
some? You want some? Yeah? Yeah? Kick you in the balls. That's what I'll do. I'll kick you in the balls, you scumbag.
That's the starting bell.
Go on then.
Fight is underway.
Oh, gosh, you're faster than I expected. That was not the start I was looking for.
One punch at a time.
No, you weren't expecting left paw, were you? South paw even.
Man, that was close.
Whoa, you are fast. You are fast. Faster than lightning. I can smell blood, bro. I can smell blood. You're slow. Uh-oh. Oh, keep trying to run away.
Throwing punches like that, kid.
Keeps those hands up. Regan's getting some hits in.
I think you got this round, mate. I'm sorry for being disrespectful to you earlier. You are much harder. Round 4? Oh! I wasn't even facing the right way.
Can't touch this.
Why am I getting through the rounds so fast? I'm totally confused. What's going on? Why am I going through the rounds so quickly? Am I surrendering rounds? Well, I don't understand. Why am I accidentally pressing a button?
Man, hits like that. Where am
Don't let him do that defense, kid.
What?
I? How much space the energy is tapping now?
Uh-oh. I don't understand what's going on. Hang on, who won? Oh my God. I'm totally confused. Did I win? Did I lose? Well, I have no idea why it kept skipping through the rounds, but given that I'm this sweaty, probably just as well, right? After Conan fight. So there was a knockout, but I have no idea who it was.
What's happening in the world of boxing?
Big news this week.
What happened? What happened?
Trust me, kid. When we're done, the fight will be the easiest part of all this, right? Today, though, today's gonna be hell.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sweaty already. I might hop in the shower. Begin training? No. I'll go, no. Fast forward! Let's get from virtual reality to reality. So, Creed. I'm absolutely blown away. I've played boxing games before. I thought those other ones were quite creative in terms of the ways they got you training and then gave you the experience of a real life sort of face-to-face confrontation with a huge boxer bearing down on you. The thing about Creed that is truly momentous is that it feels like you're part of a story. It's really cohesive. The training is, in my limited experience, true to the reality of boxing training. You do a lot. There wasn't any skipping, I suppose, but the work on the pads I thought was very, very sort of bona fide realistic. But then in the ring, as you progress through your career from, fight with a smaller opponent with a less fearsome reputation and record, and you start tackling bigger and bigger opponents, more and more fearsome, the stadia that you kind of do your fighting in, I started off in kind of small, almost like white-collar boxing arenas with just, say, like 100 people viewing. And then in that last one, I mean, that was a proper stadium event. And I got a real buzz over the course of playing that game. The build-up to each event, the fact that you do a little bit of training and then you have to prove to your trainer, which in this case is Rocky, like, how awesome is that to have a famous celebrity there in the room with you, giving you tips and so forth. And then the build-up, and then it comes to the big fight, and you feel a little bit more empathy maybe with real-life career boxers. And, a lot of work goes into getting yourself into condition to just fight 12 rounds. And I found it a little bit confusing the way I'd sort of do a couple of punches in each round. I'm wondering if maybe that's their way of dealing with the fact that if you had, say, you could fake it so that a 3-minute boxing round feels like a minute, you have to be really fit to do 10, 12, 1-minute rounds. And so perhaps they, in testing, found that if you get people to, do every single round, then they're going to end up really, really knackered. I mean, you saw how sweaty I was at the end of that. That's insane, right? Like I'm quite a fit guy, and yet a little bit of punching my arms in midair when I'm not actually hitting anything, and I'm not even, as you probably noticed, punching that hard. You still get such a full body workout, because when you're moving around, you really are trying to get out of the way of an impact, even though it doesn't hurt, but the instincts are still there. So I think this is a great example of a VR experience that goes, it kind of replicates certain aspects of things you can do in real life, but obviously you and I, if we have any sense and we want to protect our brains, we're never going to get into a ring with a real human being, yet we can simulate that fantasy experience of going head to head with a boxer. So I can see that it would make people fit, not fat. I can see that you could get really into the story as you progress from one fight to the next, traveling all over the world. So, I'm going to give that 7.5 out of 10 on the Richter scale, on the Brainman VR scale, because it did everything I would have hoped for in a sort of reproduction of something you can do in real life, and then added some real value by making you feel truly a part of the story. So that's all for today's episode. Thank you very much for joining me. It really is great to have you here. So please like, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and I will catch you lot next week. Take care.
Much better. VR is amazing.